That was loud in the microphone. I apologize. I've been chasing my tail all day. Evidently, I don't know if you've heard, there's this thing happening this week. It's called the Digital Missionary Conference. And man, I double, triple, quadruple booked my life over the past week. Let's just be honest. It's been cramming in a lot of details at the last minute. But I am very excited about what's coming up. It's going to be a great conference. It's going to be a great time. Man, thanks for jumping on the stream here. Jeff, founder of the Church Digital, all sorts of fun things happening. Somebody logs into the Church Digital YouTube, comes on the stream and says, "Let's go." I don't think that was me. So whoever out there in Church Digital land said, "Let's go." I appreciate that. Thank you. I agree. Let's go. We're excited about that. I've got Flat Cap jumping on. Hourglass Purple Sands Orange. Hourglass Purple Sands Orange. Hourglass Purple Sands Orange. Hourglass Purple Sand Orange. Someday somebody has to explain to me, okay, I'm guessing this has to do something with a hourglass that's purple and the sand being orange. I don't speak Twitch. Thank you for that. Let's do this. Stacy coming in from the outside. Flat Cap is evidently the trickster that was pretending to be the church. He doesn't need to pretend to be the church, but he's logged into the account. I appreciate that. Simon, let's go. Met with Simon earlier today talking about the breakouts and what's happening, hearing about some of the stuff that he's got going on in Europe and through the Church Digital and beyond, and just so excited. We just met with a missionary, potential missions partner about some of the things that they're seeing in Latin and South America, and potentially how we can partner and contribute and better engage in Africa and in other spaces. And it's exciting times. I look exhausted. I've been up since 5 a.m. But let the casual demeanor not trick you, my friends. It is an exciting season here with the Church Digital. And so let me see. I'm actually going to take a second here and see if I can move this. And it's not going to work. Yeah, I've messed something up on my computer. Journey fan jumping in. Mr. Jeff, how are you, bud? I was watching Journey fan. I was watching... What was I watching? I was watching Electric State, the Electric State movie. And they had the song Journey was on. And it was the worst cover I've ever heard of Journey on that movie. And it almost, like, you know, a lot of people hate Electric State, the Electric State. It's the Russo brothers movie, and they coupled together with, was it Marcus and McFeely, who were the writers. Like, it was basically the Avengers Endgame team doing a non-Avengers movie. And there's a lot of hate. It was not Endgame, but it really wasn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. I just was like, yeah, it really was missing out. But man, I'm excited. Phenomenal. What are you doing? God bless. It's good to hear from you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, we're doing something different to music. Simon's coming up. Steve Reed was normally, it's like, would this be considered? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is lo-fi. It's a little heavy for lo-fi, but it's lo-fi. And so, what is this? This is, Stream Beats. Harris Heller. I like it. Kicks up. It's got a little high energy, and I'm dragging a little bit. This is my 48th ounce of coffee today. Look at this. Look at this. My daughter just last night got back from Tokyo. It's one of the reasons I'm so exhausted. She landed. Her plane was supposed to land at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at MIA, Miami International Airport. Instead, landed about 10. And so we were like stuck in a car up by the airport waiting for her to land, and she got diverted over. Long story short, blah 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 blah. Anyway, but I got a real cool Tokyo mug from Starbucks, which evidently Starbucks is so much cooler in Tokyo than it is in America. Just saying. How my daughter at 16 years old ended up going to Tokyo is a whole other thing. All right, so in case you hadn't heard, We're doing a Digital Missionary Conference. Oh my gosh, so much. I got some teas coming up. But in case this is the first time, and I don't know, you've been living under a rock for the past month. So we're doing a Digital Missionary Conference, and our hope is simply that we want to create an opportunity for people like you to be encouraged in the ministry that you're doing and realizing that you're not alone. So often it feels like in this digital and virtual space that we're alone doing the ministry that we're doing. And we, the Church Digital, we want to encourage people that A, you are not alone, and B, we want to start to create opportunities to empower you to do ministry. You're not alone. You should be encouraged. We need the ability to explore and experiment, and we also want to be an opportunity to empower ministry in your spaces. And so excited about that. Hey, we've got David Ombeni coming in. Hello to the Church Digital fam. Hey, David. Great to see you and hear from you. Thanks for jumping on the stream with us today. So the conference, 2 days away, literally April 2nd, 2025, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll give you a sneak peek. Doors open at 10. We're going to be opening up at 10 a.m. What are we going to do between 10 and 11 a.m.? Ask me that question here in a little bit. I'll get there. But we are going to be starting the conference 10 a.m., 11 a.m. official broadcast. I am the opening keynote. I'm kicking everything off right off the bat, talking about the need for new wineskins in 2025. And so you want to tune in right off the bat. We've got a ton of information coming up. So excited. Steve Reed, my brother from another mother, just met someone new who is coming as well. And so we're excited. We're getting a lot of registrations coming in. How many registrations, you say? That conversation's coming soon. But hey, listen, we are doing the conference on 2 stages simultaneously, a live online digital broadcast, as well as a virtual reality. Now, some of what happens in virtual reality is going to be the live broadcast. I'm doing my talk, and my talk will be seen in digital broadcast, Altar Live, as well as in virtual reality. But some of it is going to be exclusive in the virtual reality. And by the way, the conference is 100% free. There is no cost to the conference. We have an incredible list of sponsors that are helping to cover and defray the cost of the conference, so that missionaries from literally around the planet can come to this conference for free. And so our broadcast stage is on Altar Live. And so keynote talks from the top leaders, breakout sessions, Q&As, networking opportunities, you say. What do you mean? We'll get to that here in a little bit. And then we've got our virtual reality world, custom built by VR Tiger from Oasis Church VR, that is going to be operating on the spatial platform. There's going to be exclusive talks. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of digital broadcast in VR, but there's exclusive 1, 2, 3. There are 4 keynotes that are exclusive for virtual reality, where we're literally going to have avatars teaching you in virtual reality. By the way, deep dive discussions on evangelism and discipleship. Super excited about it. By the way, I should say that the virtual reality platform, this is the exclusive ticket at the Digital Missionary Conference. It is first come, first serve. There's a hard capacity at 50 people. 50. If you are the 51st person trying to get in, you're not going to make it. When someone leaves the room and gives up their virtual reality seat, someone else can come in. But there is, unfortunately, in virtual reality, there is no ceiling to tear the roof off and lower somebody down on strings, a la Jesus healing the cripple, the paralytic. So you want to get there early to get your seat in virtual reality if you think you're going to get there. And spatial works with the headset. Spatial works in 2D, which is the digital monitor as well. And so, hey, listen, we've got a great conference, but what happens in breakout stays in breakout, meaning it's not being recorded. And so if you want to get a list of breakouts, you want to get the full experience, you want to enjoy the networking opportunities, you want to be there live. The only thing that we are recording is the keynote talks. And that's the only thing that's going to be available on demand afterwards. And if you want those keynote talks, dude, you better register, because only people that register get access to the base, and only people that have access to the base get access to the on-demand. What's the base? We'll get there maybe in a little bit. And so you need to register, which is right here, to secure your spot. Look, it's free. What do you got to lose, right? So what to expect? We got keynote talks, 10 keynote talks from 11 people from literally across the planet. The majority of them are live. A couple are sim. Some of the top leaders in digital and missional space coming in. Everything from global movements to Web3 to de-churched people to virtual reality to contextualizing the message. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Oh, and then let's not even talk about that. We've got close to 30 different breakouts coming up. And then, of course, the virtual reality experience. I'm doing a talk. David Nelms, founder of the Timothy Initiative. El Michelle is doing a talk on active listening in the metaverse. Jay Cranda, understanding, adapting to, and engaging with international cultures. Matt Neerman talking about what's working globally, digitally. Meta Crusade, Pastor Dominic talking about metaverse gaming and the future of the church. Flat Cap on how to preach in the metaverse. Meheret talking about the digital mission field is ready. Are we Meherets with Jesus film? The challenge of being a digital missionary. Stuart Freeman. Dr. John coming in, Church Refugees, is doing an interview with Josh Packard. This may be the highlight of my day. Watching Dr. John, who's a huge fan of Josh Packard's in his book Church Refugees, talking about how to reach de-churched people digitally. And Josh Packard, by the way, is a huge fan of digital missionaries. Josh Packard's been working with, the Vatican. He's literally been working with the Pope in the Catholic Church on how to do digital missionaries. Yeah, so the Catholic Church is trying to figure out how to do digital missionaries. And it was funny, I've actually was WhatsApping with the guy earlier today. Sneak peek! I want to figure out how to work with the Catholic Church on how to do Digital Missionary Conference 2, which will happen in... Actually, I don't know that I'm saying that. I'm not prepared to say that yet. You got to come. You actually got to attend the conference. You don't know when the second missionary conference is going to happen. You got to come to the to this first one. And if you come to the first one, we'll tell you when the second one is. Barbara, I don't think we're leaking that. Let's not leak that. Let's save that for the conference. Let's make that. You know what? She's probably already said it somewhere. And then Web3, Jasmine Ung coming on here and talking about engaging the Web3 community as digital missionary. She's been doing some great work with an organization she started called CW3. But honestly, it's just paving the way for what can be. I want to call this out. Troy Jones is done with school today. I repeat, Troy Jones is done with school today. Hey, Troy, I'm just mocking you. It's great to see you. I need to do streams at 2 p.m. instead of 1 p.m., Troy, so that you can watch this without me yelling at you for skipping school and not paying attention in class and watching me instead. Because I feel better knowing that you are out of school watching this and listening, hopefully passively. The flip side of this, Troy, is we got to get you a girlfriend so you can be like engaged in that versus hanging out with, grumpy old guys like me. For the record, Troy said yes to both things. One, he's out of school. He likes watching the stream. And second, I'm assuming the second yes was he needs help getting a girlfriend. So if anybody knows any girls in Pennsylvania, pretty sure Troy's in Pennsylvania, let me know, and let's see if we can get Troy a date. I'm not sure if I'm kidding there or not, but let's move on before it gets any more weird. There's a ton of breakouts here listed on the website, missionary.digital. I have gone through so many of these things, I'm not going to highlight any more of them. Troy has said yes to a third time, so dude is desperate for a date. If anybody has any relationships in there, like even like a distant cousin or a third relative, or I don't know, someone, any churches in the Pennsylvania area, we gotta get Troy somebody. All right, moving back on, we've got a lot of opportunities here with the breakouts. And the cool thing we've got on the website now, there's actually detail to know what's going on with that. And so you can look who's coming, who's speaking, who they are. You can dig into detail. But here's the unfortunate reality with the breakouts. What happens in breakout stays in breakout. And so there's no recording of this. There's no on demand. If you want to know what's said in these breakouts, you got to be there. Or you got to send somebody to represent you. And so invite your team, invite your family member. Troy, invite your girlfriend to come in here and take notes for you and try to get someone to take notes for you on the breakouts. Because, I mean, other than you tracking down the speaker, what happens in breakout stays in breakout. Y'all better be there. By the way, Troy, good news, Scott Rambo. Troy, if you're ever near Reading, I may know someone. Scott, we're talking high school senior. He has a job. He's going to be graduating high school in a couple weeks. He loves God. And Troy, what else you got? Anything else? He's being discipled by a teacher in his school. He does ministry. Like this is a caliber individual. He just likes hanging out with us like old crotchety guys on YouTube. Maybe a little too much, but no, it's fun. I love it. He hangs out. He tells me, Troy Jones says good morning to me on WhatsApp every day. To be honest, I don't even get that from my wife and kids. Just because schedules and diverse and moving around all over the place. Troy Jones tells me good morning more regularly than my own family does. Just going to throw that out there. Okay, we're going to clear. Awesome. Hey, but look, there's other things that are happening. More information on the website. Take a look at this. Soak this in right here. Soak this in. These are the partners. These are the sponsors. These are the organizations that are like digital missionaries. We want to be a part of that. We're going to financially help this conference happen so that you can encourage and empower digital missions at a global level. We're going to support what you're doing financially. We're even going to invest our resources and our ways to help that mission happen because we want to be part of empowering that. And so there's going to be more coming down the road when we're talking about empowering and what some of these benefits are going to look like for missionaries. We're going to talk more about the base during the conference. But the reality is like, here are the people, here are the organizations that love you and you didn't even realize it. Here are the organizations that are empowering you that this actually may be a surprise to you. And so look for more from these organizations and others in the days to come through the Church Digital as well as through the Digital Missionary Conference. And so, okay, I told you, it's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a little tease. We're going to roll some things out, and I got a busy day, so I'm going to crank through some of this real quick. I'm going to show you Altar Live, and when I say I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a screen share right now, and this is, ain't nobody seen this officially yet. Brand new. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Altar Live. This is where we will be broadcasting our keynote talks. You will receive information via email on how to log in. Only people that register have access. If you have not registered, it's free. You can register day of to come in. You can give your email address on the website, and we can get you into the information and get you logged in very quickly. But at the end of the day, this is how we're going to be watching the keynote talks. Now, you'll notice that's going to, YouTube Live is how we're going to be streaming it. And so that's going to be up here. And then down here, there are these weird things. What does that kind of look like? I mean, let's kind of zoom in here. What does that look like? Does it look like a row? So, Altar Live, I'm telling you, this is not a webinar. This is not your casual lean back. This is lean in and engage into that. This is where we click. And now, you see my little avatar icon sitting here, right? Look at that. Jeff Reed kind of popped up right there. And at the same time, I click on some things here. And look, I can see my picture right there on the screen. And so when I say engage and lean in, this is what I'm talking about. Within Altar Live, you have the ability to sit next to anyone you want in the show, in our services, and engage in dialogue with them. During the keynote, Leighton wants to jump in and sit next to me on this row of 4 people. That's great. Leighton will pop up here on the screen, and if we want to crack jokes, we want to whisper, we want to talk about how it's applying to our message, to our ministry. We want whatever we're going to do, we can do, and it's not going to affect whoever is doing the keynote. May affect the other people that are sitting in the row, but you can do that. You've got the freedom to engage with that, and so that's what we're looking at here during the keynotes. And so I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. And so we'll be doing a lot of poll questions. We'll be doing a lot of digging in. But in addition to that stuff, we are also going to be, hey, flesh this out with the people next to you and start to ask some questions. And so to be not sitting on a row, I can't unsit. I don't know how to unsit. Not that I guess I can leave row. Yeah. There's no reason not to sit. Don't be a back row Baptist that's standing up in the back, too cool to sit down. Park your butt in a seat. Engage in the conversation. Start to meet somebody. Do something different. And learn from the people that are in here. We've got, I'm not telling you the number yet, we got a lot of people coming to this conference, and there's so much learning opportunity that can happen when we get over the pride and ego that we know everything and instead position ourselves to realize we don't know nearly as much as we think we do. And we've got the opportunity to learn from everyone in digital context. And so come into this conversation, come into this conference ready to lean forward into that flat cap. Front row is where it is at in digital. Okay, if the front row is filled, maybe go to row 2. But it's the same view. But either way, I love the approach. Lean in. Come on, get aggressive. Find somebody you don't know and sit next to them there. Okay, so this is how we're doing the keynotes. Now, let's pivot a little bit and let's talk about our breakouts. And so it's going to give me a little 10-second countdown here. By the way, does this freak anybody out? 1 day, 20 hours away from the conference. 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 It's freaking me out a little bit. Okay, look, we've got a whole heck of a lot of breakouts rooms that are set up. I think we've got close to 25, 26 breakout rooms that we're going to have set up. And so when we dismiss and we send out to the breakout rooms, here is where we are. Find the room. Scroll through the room. The topics will be up top here. The speakers will be on here as well. And you will literally find the room that you want to be a part of and just click join. And there you are. You're a part of that. And so when you click join, you get into the room. And you are literally, it's like a Google Meet call. You're going to see my lovely face pop up here on the screen. It's kind of backwards because of the whole mirror thing, I think. Yeah, it's backwards because of the whole mirror thing with video. But at the end of the day, there's going to be 25 to 50 squares on this screen. And we've got all sorts of people that are doing breakouts. Now, this is what's happening during the breakouts. And so when we're not in keynotes, we're also doing breakouts. And so you've got the ability to scroll through this list and find the breakouts that you are interested in being a part of. That's not all. One more thing. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the coolest thing of Altar Live. This right here is the reason why I said we've got to do this in Altar Live. This right here is the thing that churches, digital ministries, y'all need to freaking pay attention to this next 2-minute piece, because this is powerful. Meet tables. So with tables, you've got the ability, once again, just like you can pick your room you're going to for your breakout, your room, and you can pick your row to sit next to, I can join a table. All of these are tables, and these little square things, once again, these are chairs pushed under the table. And so I'm going to click here on the need prayer table, and I'm going to join it. And you can see need prayer. My icon pops up. Jeff Reed comes over, and here I am in here. During the need prayer part, we will have people manning the need prayer booth, volunteers. We'll have people at this table every time there's a breakout, before and after the conference. And these people are specifically there to pray with anyone that's needing prayer. Needing prayer is just one of the reasons why we're going to do and lean into these tables. Our sponsors, Jesus Film, CV Global, Multiplication Network, TCD Europe Outpost, True Center Assessments, The Church Shop, Seedling, Nobi, Create Labs. Lots of people are hosting these tables and want to have conversations with you and learn more about your ministry and talk about maybe how they can help you doing the ministry that you're doing. In addition to that, there's a whole heck of a lot of tables that are open. Right here, table 2 at the top has no label, which means really anybody can click join, put their icon on it, and start a conversation. This is why we're saying networking. This is why networking is so big. Because this is not just about keynotes. This is not just about breakouts. This is about meeting other people globally from 85 countries. Oh, did I mention that we've got registrations from over 85 countries? We're meeting people from over 85 countries coming in for this conference. And so, like, come meet some people, learn something. But it's not all keynotes. It's not all experts. It's not all breakouts. It's networking individually with people. Well, Jeff, how am I supposed to be at breakouts and at these networking things? Figure that out, bro. Hope you can find some people to come with you, sis. We are just providing opportunities for you. Troy Jones, I am excited to help. Troy, I am too. I've got something that I need you to do for me in virtual reality. And so I'm going to get with Troy in a little bit. We recruited, at the last minute, 25 volunteers to kind of help out. As this conference tease got bigger and bigger and bigger, we just realized, hey, we kind of need more help in that. And so Troy's one of those volunteers that stepped in and filled in the gap. And speaking of virtual reality, welcome to our virtual reality world. And so this is existing within Spatial, and excited to see that happen within the Spatial platform. Oh, let me do that. But as we're walking around here, you're starting to get a feel for what this world looks like in virtual reality. And so this is custom-built world by VR Tiger, who is the lead pastor at Oasis Church VR. Oasis Church VR. And so this is the stage, as I do a somersault on stage. This is the keynote stage where a lot of, look at that. There's a clock, put it on the floor. That was Flat Cap. Flat Cap's like, yeah, put that clock on the floor. But there's a clock on the floor, and so we'll have 50 people literally here in the deconstructed church, in the destroyed church building. And so will be a lot of the screen for the broadcast be shown right up here on the wall. There's a screen that's going to show up in the halved out circle. And then, pretend I'm doing a keynote here, speaking to the, 50 some people that are going to be in the room. And, Leighton does need the clock to tell him when to stop talking. And when we're going to do breakouts online, we're going to do experiments. We're going to talk about applying it. Man, there's all sorts of seating areas to come sit around and hang out and talk about. Or, you can go look at this. Hey, you know what? It's been 7 hours of conference. I'm tired. I need to wake up. I can go jump in the water and, wash off. And, no, I'm kidding. Don't do that. I guess you could. But we've created this fascinating virtual reality world. And it does work on 2D in web browser form. And it does work in 3D and the immersive virtual reality as well. Hey, if somebody's got access to Melanie, can somebody tell Melanie I'm running a little late for a meeting? I'm supposed to be talking with her right now, and that's not happening. Hey, Tall Skinny Kiwi says, hey, everyone. Hey, Tall Skinny Kiwi. That's good. But this is what's coming up in Alter Live. And so we are excited to have a virtual reality world as well. It's interesting. Warrior of Light says, interesting, so you do not need a VR headset. First off, I'm not sure how Warrior of Light found the super secret password, but no, my friend, you do not need a VR headset to come in here to do this. Warrior of Light is registered, and so I know he can do it. I'm not that upset that he's in here. But to access this, we'll open it up after the conference. But to access this world and for the conference, we want you to register for the conference as well. But look at this. It's just a very cool open spot to hang out, and there's all sorts of Easter eggs kind of floating around as well. So very excited about the virtual reality as well as what's happening in the digital broadcast side. So here's what we need. We need your help getting the word out. We are 1 day and 20 hours away from this conference launching. 10 a.m., 11 a.m. the Eastern on Wednesday, the conference will start. And we're doing a last minute push to get people to come. And so if you go to share.missionary.digital, share.missionary.digital, you can download a lot of these posts and shareable graphics to help us get the word out and get others connected. Hey, Melanie, I am running late, obviously. And so I'm landing the plane right here. And then we can jump on a call and talk immediately thereafter. I've been chasing my tail all day. Thank you for the grace on that. And so we are excited to provide some of these shareable graphics. Now, as the music tone shifted right there, that was kind of cool. I like this music because I've got a really cool announcement. This happened Friday night, Saturday morning. I'll be honest, I didn't get much work done Friday because I just kept mashing the refresh button on my web browser, reloading a web page over and over again, doing the whole drag down on the iPhone, trying to get the app to reset because we were close. We were so close. I've said this. I don't think it's a secret. I think I've said this publicly. We had a goal to reach 1,000 people, to get 1,000 registrations for the Digital Missionary Conference, and so we were stuck at 250 for too long. Like, we got to 250 really in the first night, and then it took a while to get things ramped up, and it slowed down, and I got a little nervous. I started freaking out. The whole I'm not saying demon, but the whole the entrepreneurial wave. You're incredible. I can do this all day. I suck. I'll never amount to anything. Well, I spent a couple days down at the you suck level on that entrepreneurial wave, and I started to doubt myself. I started to doubt God in that. But it was interesting. Coming out of that dark was up. I'm actually got to use my other hand to make this look right. I guess it was up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right, as we got more and more people to register in more and more countries. I mentioned earlier, we currently have 85 countries registered. And our goal, like I said, I don't think this is a secret. Our goal was 1,000. Our goal was to get 1,000 people registered for the conference. And I'm excited to say, sitting here in this chair right now, with 1 day and 20 hours left, what is that? Bad math, 44 hours. 44 hours left before the conference. We are sitting at 1,100 registered attenders. We have an authentic 1,100 people that are registered for the Digital Missionary Conference. This was a game changer stat for me. As I saw this come in Friday night, Saturday morning, over the weekend, and I'm just going to be really blunt in this moment. There's 1,100 people coming to this conference. Those of you that shared, thank you. Those of you that are sponsoring, thank you. Those of you who have registered and have invited others or just coming, thank you. Because that's an incredible number. That's a number that I didn't think was reasonable, that was achievable. I remember the first time Barbara was like, hey, Jeff, how many do you think come to the conference? And I was like, man, if we get 500, that's a huge win for the organization. And Barbara and Andy were like, you're thinking too small. And I was like, what do you want? And Barbara's like, Jeff, you get 1,000 easy. And literally I was like, okay, whatever you think. I'm not there yet. And she and the team, I think worked hard. You and the team worked hard to share, to get the word out. And it's so exciting to see this come about. Now, we actually have to do the conference. And like I told leadership today, I love the fact that we have 1,100 people registered for the conference, which means that after the conference, we, the Church Digital, are now responsible to figure out how to disciple and mobilize 1,100 people afterwards. And so the 1,100 people that think they're just coming for a conference, it's just getting started. It's not just going to be, you gave me for one time, dude, I got you. And you're going to continue to hear a lot from us over at the Church Digital and helping you realize what's involved. And so we've got some fun stats coming up. A lot of people celebrating. Tall, skinny Kiwi goodness coming in. Simon from another continent. Kiwis in New Zealand. Kiwi. I don't know what time it is for you, but man, thanks for waking up with us first thing in the morning on Tuesday. Simon, 1.1 thousand. 1,100. Does that translate into the metric? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. I know, but you're fine. Troy's like, what? I'm not sure, Troy. If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. Steve Reed, 1,100 people plus 80 countries. Yeah, that's crazy. Absolutely insane. It's interesting to me. We've been around 85 countries for a while. And I was kind of hoping we'd get 1,000 from 100 countries. And it didn't, I think we really maxed out on the 85. We may get one or two, but we're getting deeper in the countries, which I love too. Flat cap, that does translate well. Troy's, yeah. I feel that. Tall, skinny Kiwi, it's only 7:30 on Tuesday. That's not bad. Kiwi, coffee to you. Actually, from close to you, it's Tokyo mug. And yellow goal. Does that look good on your computer monitor when you share it? Like, how does it get corrupted into the? I need to understand what's actually happening in the technology to make that show up on the screen when I click. Anyway, that's not important. Even Africa's chiming in, 1,100 from 85 countries. I'm really excited about Simon Yatope, excited about what's happening in Oceania, excited about what Ebe's doing in Southern Asia. Guys, we're just getting started. And 1,100 people from 85 countries. This is just, man, I am so excited. This just is scratching the surface, I believe, of what God is going to do to and through the Church Digital in the years to come. I've at a personal level, I've been praying this through. I cannot wait for you. The first hour of the conference may be the most powerful. The first hour of the conference may be the most powerful. My head exploded. David Nelms, I had to do that interview in advance. It's not going to be live. I'm sorry. There's a scheduling conflict. And I so wanted to bring David in this environment to you. And he said something in the conference that my head literally, if I almost wanted to Photoshop the emoji on the video frame. That's how bad it was. Just blew my mind. It's going to happen in the first hour. You do not want to miss 11 to noon on the conference. So come early and come hungry. Because, dude, it's going to be good. Yeah. And so we're so excited. We're so grateful. We're so humble that all this is coming. Listen, if you're friends to the Church Digital, there's going to be a bunch of people stomping around this conference that have no freaking idea who the Church Digital is and what we do. They found us through friends. They found us through relationships, friends of friends. They found us on a Google ad, on something completely random. And so I would ask, be friendly, be hospitable, be inviting, be patient, and and invite others into the journey. Like, this is our opportunity as an organization to shine. And the greatest part of the Church Digital is not anything that I and leadership can do. It's not the conference. It's you, the people that are out there doing this ministry. And so I want to invite you to rep well who you are and who God made you. As now we're starting to meet some others that want to explore what this looks like. In many ways, as we're getting more and more people global coming into the conference, it's more and more people that understand the missiology of mission work, but not the technology opportunities. And for you, some of you that are already doing work in this space here in the U.S., this is an opportunity to listen and learn on the missiology side. It's an incredible opportunity for us. I need to learn as well. But it's also a huge opportunity for us to rep what's happening globally and invite some others to join us that may not have access to the technology or maybe even vision of how to use it well. Because that's the conversations we're having at the global level. I tell you what, I could have a conversation with Melanie. Melanie, thank you for being patient with us here doing this. But hey, I'm not streaming Tuesday. Tuesday's my normal stream. I'm doing a conference on Wednesday. You all are going to be seeing a lot of my face. And to be honest, I got a lot of stuff I still got to do. In the team, Andy and Barbara and the Word Revolution team, there's lots of scrambling right now to get this conference off with a bang. And so, no stream tomorrow. But enjoy the conference on Wednesday. Come early. Come ready to talk. Come ready to meet people. If you are still, yes, Troy, we will find time today to talk. Man, I love you. We'll get you connected. But if you are looking for ways to connect, let's go ahead and do it. I can keep it open. If you are looking for ways to serve on the conference, I can probably still use you. Volunteer.missionary.digital. Volunteer.missionary.digital. I just typed it in chat and put it up on the screen. That would be a great way for you to connect with me, and I can figure out. I've still got a couple slots here or there to get plugged in, but honestly, the best way to serve is be nice to somebody and be conversational, be relatable. Lean in. This is not a webinar. It's not a podcast. We want you guys to be, and gals to be, active participants in what's ahead as we're engaging and connecting with 1,100 freaking people. Does freaking translate well? Probably not. If you're looking for, I'm doing a clean cut for the internet. If you're looking for ways to serve, the best way, honestly, to do that is to lean in. This is not a webinar. Be active in the conversations. Be active in the dialogue. Be active in the chat. Talk to people in rows. Talk to people at tables. Have the webcam on and help us as we're literally engaging 1,100 people from 85 countries around the world. This is our mission field. As we're championing the idea of digital mission space, God has literally given us 1,100 people to now steward through the Church Digital. And I'm asking for your help to help us be a good steward of that gift right here at the beginning. And not bearing that under a bushel. No, I want to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, I've been rambling too long. I'm going to go. So, hey, we're going to wrap. Honestly, I think my music just stopped. What good timing, right? I love that. But thank you, Stream Beats, for being the jam in the background for this. Steve, great to see you again. Everybody else that hung out with me here on the stream, it was lovely to see you today. Lovely. That's how good of a mood I'm in. I just said lovely without recourse of fear of getting yelled at for being lovely. For other people that say lovely, this is Jeff with the Church Digital. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And we will see you Wednesday, 44 hours away, one day, 20 hours away for the Digital Missionary Conference. Register, RSVP, more information at missionary.digital. Check your email for instructions on how to get in to our lovely Digital Missionary Conference. See y'all later.